this right here is a build I started nearly 5 years ago, but I never got to finish it. And not because I didn't want to, it was literally impossible. I mean, look at this, it's literally my second save slot. Now you might look at this and think to yourself, well, it's just a car, but this right here is actually my first ever attempt at building a transformer. And yeah, let's just say, the moment you drop it, I mean, it already completely falls apart. But the idea was actually way ahead of its time. I mean, look at this. There is a head that pops out right from the center. It was supposed to have swinging doors, and it was even supposed to be able to actually push out the arms or something. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, I actually never managed to get this thing to work because at the time, piston mechanics were actually simply too broken. That is also the reason that there is this many pistons for literally something this light to push. I mean, it used to be if there is too much weight, the pistons are gonna go all wonky. But all of that stuff has been fixed. So I want to go back in and actually fix this nearly 5-year-old build, starting with anchoring the entire thing off, because in the past, we actually didn't have the properties tool. The only way you could connect things is actually by putting them in the ground. So yeah, that's gonna make it way easier to build this thing. And not only just that, I can actually flip it on its side now. We didn't have the clone tool. Oh my god, dude, this is gonna be so much better. Now, I really want to stay faithful to the original build because this thing right here, it's like a piece of history. So I know that it doesn't look great, but I am actually going to keep all of these blocks in the exact same place. And you know what? The very first thing that we're actually going to fix is going to be the head. So as you can see right here, for the neck, we have like 100 pistons. And yeah, we just don't simply need that anymore. So let's figure out exactly how much this extends. Okay, these are all set to 10.5. So we're going to replace all of this stuff with just simply 3 pistons. Dude, I actually cannot believe that this is going to be possible. But that right there is going to do the exact same thing all of that stuff did before. All right, let's see. Is this actually going to work? Yeah, that... Wait, that even extends way too far, dude. That doesn't even look good. Why did I extend the head that far? Oh my god, I remember, because we couldn't actually choose how far we want to extend things. Okay, we're gonna set this to way less distance. Piston length 6. Yeah, that right there looks way better. Actually, you know what? I think I will actually build a neck out of pistons because, I mean, that was my big idea back in the day. What if I actually build blocks using pistons? So you know what? I'm actually going to try to do that. But one of the biggest tricks we can now utilize that was not possible in the past is actually saving our pistons extended. I'm pretty sure that wasn't even possible. All right, now if we actually manage to get inside of the head right here, as you can see, there is a piston. And that is because I thought it would be a good idea that you can sit in the driver's seat, but when you go into the mecha form, it actually puts you in the head, which is a terrible idea. But I mean, let's be honest, I gotta put it back in. So here you can see the chair. Oh my god, wait. Yeah, look at how broken all this piston stuff is, dude. It literally looks like a mess. All right, so if that right there is the head and this right here is the seat, we're gonna have to move this chair from all the way up there to down here perfectly, which back in the day was almost impossible, but right now it's actually very easy. All right, so now all we have to do is simply start extending pistons from the original place. All right, there we go. We can now put the chair back in. Oh my god, that just linked to everything. Wait, what? Why are there blocks right here? Oh my god, wait, all of these things right here, these are all servos because it was impossible to make blocks that shape. So it made the most sense to use those instead of blocks. You know what? I'm actually keeping that. That is so dumb. But I've got a feeling there's so many parts that are just going to fall off. But anyway, okay, let's try this out. We're going to sit in the chair and flick the lever. And there it is. We can now go from there to the head. That was literally impossible before. Actually, I really do think this might be too many pistons because it might just be too laggy. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep that, but I really want to. Well then, now that we've done the head, it's about time we start taking a look at the doors. And the doors are actually by far the most confusing part of this entire build. As you can see, there is a lot of garbage inside of there. Oh my goodness, wait, I'm just now remembering why some of these pistons are actually painted. Back in the day, if you painted a piston, it would change its length. Does that even still work? Is that, yeah, that doesn't work anymore. Yeah, they definitely removed that from the game. All right, now let's see if I can actually extend all this without breaking the entire build. An anchor, oh my goodness, okay, it already fell. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to do some quick repairs. Let's try now. It didn't fall. There's so many pistons. We can push that out. Okay, so the first thing it's supposed to do is that. Dude, this is so confusing. What is this? What? Okay, well, before back in the day, we were not able to set these to green torque, so let me do that real quick. So this arm is a little bit straighter. Oh my god, dude, there's so many pistons here. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm actually gonna have to go ahead and like delete a bunch of these pistons. Okay, now we can actually extend that part. Okay. And when you look inside of here, as you can see, there is another really strange contraption to actually move the hand out. So we should be able to delete these on the side for sure. But when we actually extend these, as you can see, that right there was supposed to be the hand. And then I think, dude, oh my god, dude. And then these were supposed to extend, and that was gonna make the actual like depth of the hand. Yeah, there you go. And we've transformed. Okay, now so what we're gonna have to do next is actually re-engineer it to make sure that we can actually make this, but actually make it work. Starting with this needs to not extend nearly that far. I'm pretty sure that piston color was like maybe like a piston length of 2. Yeah, that looks way better. So that is way too long. Dude, there's so many things that are too long. This is gonna sound really funny, but I remember back in the day, like 4 years ago, when Chillthrill changed it and they added the property tool, people were really mad. You could no longer paint your pistons. Right now, I kind of feel like I lived in the Stone Age. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Maybe just for the spirit of it, I think I might actually keep these pistons painted just because, I mean, that's how things used to be. All right, let's see if this door is gonna work at all. Click that lever. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. That. What did I just do? Let's turn off collision for now, just to see what is actually happening. Okay, it seems like we forgot to link one piston. Okay, that's fine. Is it now gonna work? Okay, that is definitely not fitting inside of there. Oh, I think the problem is this piston right here. Okay, let's try it now. Come on! I mean, it's pretty much good. Oh my god, dude, wait, it's actually perfect. I think if it wasn't for, yeah, that one piece right there, this door right here, it can now actually transform. Wait, what? I never thought there would be a day I would see this thing actually even kind of working. All right, so now that we have one door done, all we gotta do is simply clone that from this side to the other side, which previously was impossible, but bro, there's no way I'm rebuilding that. It is so overcomplicated. Okay, so after a lot of testing, we finally have 2 doors. At least 2 arms, kind of. Like, who would have thought that actually building this in modern build is also very difficult? But hey, that right there is actually looking kind of cool, man. Like, look at that. But then the next part of the build is actually going to be the legs. And believe it or not, I actually ended up giving up before I could even get to them. Because honestly, it was just simply too difficult. Which is actually kind of nice because that means I can kind of come up with my own way of doing them. Oh my god, wait, I actually built the door way too low. One side, it's way lower than the other. Wait, what? Yeah, no wonder it wasn't working properly. Okay, yeah, that looks way better. All right, time to also put back some of the stuff we moved earlier. So time to put the chair and head back in. There it is. Oh my god, dude, that right there is actually looking like a car again. Unanchor everything. Are the parts that we have made so far actually gonna work? Why did... Okay, my chair cracked a little bit, but that's fine. So we flicked the lever. It actually fully works, dude. The entire thing actually started transforming. Dude, it's actually so exciting seeing this thing not broken. Now, lucky for me, I actually remember the way I wanted to do these legs. So I could just simply copy that and make it the exact same way. And to be honest, I don't really know if I really like the way I thought I was going to do it back in the day. Because it's not looking great so far. There's like 2 big squares in the back. My idea was that it was going to be like a license plate, but kind of like split in 2. I mean, it might not look that bad. It's just with using actual building techniques from back in the day, I don't know how good I can make this look. So I would have used these right here because that was the only thing we actually had to build more narrow blocks. Okay, so that right there is the first part. I mean, there you go. That right there is kind of like a license plate 8L04. I don't know. I just made up some random stuff. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to keep it that color. So time to start working on the actual mechanics on the inside. All right, there we go. Now, because it was in the past literally impossible to use stuff like collision, the way I actually wanted to make sure that it was not interfering with that part right there is by just simply using a bajillion pistons, but I mean, I technically don't have to do that anymore. Like, this was what I was gonna do, which is a terrible idea. Okay, well, let's at least put these back into place. Okay, so these need to go right there. Okay, so right here we have 3 pistons, which means we'll probably need like 4. All right, let's see. How is this looking so far? So Oh, God. Oh, God. The idea is that we push the legs out like that. Actually, that doesn't look that bad at all. We definitely want these to look a little bit more solid, but it's not that bad. You know what? Just for the legs, I'm actually going to do what I would do 5 years ago, because I think it might actually look kind of cool. All right, let's see how it looks with the legs the way I did them. So, flick the lever! Transform! Wait, you kind of can't tell right now. Dude, that right there is my 5-year-old Transformer, dude. You know what? That right there actually does look kind of cool. All right, let's see if this thing is even going to drive. Okay. Don't worry about the window flipping open. We didn't have servo torque back in the day. We'll set that to green. Ah, look at that way we're actually driving. Ah, look at that. Okay, now we don't have any option to steer because back in the day, it was pretty much impossible to actually steer these big wheels. So we could do this like flippity stuff. Okay, now let's see. Can I transform? Or put this thing on its side. Okay, wait. We got to flick the lever. Wait, but look, it's standing up. Flick! Let's go! Dude, that right there is probably the oldest Transformer ever built. Now, does it look like the best one? I mean, you can't even really move any of the body parts, but back in the day, the concept of a boat transforming in any way was literally unheard of. Actually, wait, I think one of the cool little features is, I think you can actually drive it while it's in, like, transform mode. Yeah, you can still drive. Like, dude, look at this thing. Wait, untransform it. Dude, look at this thing compared to a modern car, bro. Like, it's not even fair. We couldn't use blocks smaller than poles, okay? Poles were the smallest blocks we had back in the day. I don't even think I've ever seen anyone build with one of these in, like, years. Oh my god, dude. Why would you have to drive over with this thing? It makes mine look terrible.